This segment of the news is brought to you by Great Basin College, a pioneer in distance education. Your success is their tradition. Now offering over 25 degree and certificate programs in Pahrump and online.
Let's join Angela Miles with your Business First Brief.
Topping our news, President Trump spoke to the nation at a joint session of Congress last night where he laid out his agenda. The president is expected to sign a new executive order today clarifying his policy on refugee and immigration maneuvers, according to a source who spoke to the Associated Press. The order was planned to be released last week, but his press secretary says the delay was due to the president wanting it to be flawless. Trump's first executive order targeting refugees was halted by a federal judge. CEOs in corporate America have expressed love for the president's pro-business proposals. However, a report reveals CEOs and other corporate insiders are selling stocks, in their words, hand over fist now that earnings season has ended. Insider sales transactions at the New York Stock Exchange reportedly outnumbered purchases of stock by 11-1. Former President Obama and wife Michelle are setting new standards in the book industry. According to insiders, an auction for the global rights to the books they are separately writing has now reached $60 million.
Cardiologist Dr. Tali Arik from Healthcare Partners spoke to News 46 about weight loss.
Dieting is what causes weight loss. Exercise is what causes fitness and longevity.
Yeah.
They accomplish two different things.
So what's a diet that's proven? What works?
So it's very interesting. It's hard to study scientifically diets and how they cause weight loss because it's hard to keep people on a diet long enough to see the result. But there are some recent work that's been published that followed people for 12 months on 12 different diets. Okay. And it's fascinating. There are only 2 regimented diets that were shown to cause weight loss and maintain it over 12 months. And one was Nutrisystems and one was Weight Watchers.
Oh, no.
And that's it. What those programs do is ultimately regulate your total calorie intake. It does not matter what it is that you eat. It could be high carb, low fat, high protein. None of that matters in terms of weight loss. What matters is total calorie intake. The source is not relevant. Granted, your body handles different foodstuffs differently, but at the end of the day, it's your total calorie intake. Because those are very regimented programs, you know how much you're taking in.
So they give you a certain amount of food that you can eat, and that's it.
That's it. It comes down, I have to say, the principles of this are very simple, but it's the practice that's difficult because how we eat and what we eat is culturally determined. It's determined by your family setting and how you were raised and how you were taught to eat or how you learned to eat subconsciously. I don't think you can do this overnight. You have to think about what it is that you're going to eat. You have to learn how to prepare food differently. You have to develop a little bit of discipline about how much you eat. But it comes down to amount and the total calories in those servings.
And this is very important when it relates to heart attacks and heart health, because is that the main reason why people have heart attacks?
Actually, it's not. It's not being heavy in and of itself. It's the follow-on problems that come with that. So, higher cholesterol, higher sugar, diabetes, hypertension, the big 3. Throw some smoking in there, you've really got a high-risk profile. But there's more. There's more. Being heavy does other things. Stresses your joints. Aches and pains, leads to more orthopedic surgeries. Sleep apnea, inability to sleep properly, which leads to fatigue during the day, swelling in the feet, poor memory, sluggishness, shortness of breath. So it develops into this whole universe of problems. So it's not being heavy in and of itself. It's the follow-on problems.
And here's today's student news from Pahrump Valley High School.
I'm Chris Blanchard.
And I'm Emily Roberts. And
this is your student news.
Saddle up and grab those basketball shorts because Donkey Basketball is this Friday. There are tickets sold for $8 for adults and $6 for students and are sold in the Pahrump Valley High School main office. Tickets will also be sold at the door before the event begins. The public is invited to attend.
Have you ever wanted to duct tape your teacher to a wall? Well, now's your chance. This Friday in the cafeteria, you can buy a strip of tape for only $1 to help tape Mr. Evans and Mr. Arntz to a wall.
Anybody interested in running for a student council position, please see Mr. Williams in room 44 for an information packet.
Hey, Emily.
Yes, Chris?
What do you call a donkey with a bad leg and a bad eye?
I don't know.
A stinky, winky, wonky donkey. I'm Chris.
And I'm Emily,
And this is your student news.
Let's see what Patti's doing with Divas on a Dime.
Hi, I'm Patti Diamond with DivasOnADime.com, where frugal meets fabulous. Today I am making deep-fried chocolate bar ravioli. Wonton wrappers. This package has about 48 wonton wrappers for about $3 at the regular grocery store, but I found these at an Asian specialty market for 99 cents, so it pays to shop around. You'll need candy bars. You can use the mini bars or cut up larger bars, and I'll say more about that in a minute. You need a little dish of water, oil for frying, either vegetable or canola or whatever you've got. You'll need sugar, either granulated or powdered. Put your candy bars in the fridge for about 20 minutes, and you're going to want to line a plate with paper towels to drain your finished raviolis, and this is going to come together really fast, so you want to prep your serving plates too. I did a little Jackson Pollock on this one with Hershey syrup. Art! Get a frying pan ready with oil. Of course, you could use a deep fryer for this, but not everyone has one. About 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch in a frying pan does around 10 ravioli. Start the oil warming on medium-low heat while you unwrap your candy bars. If you're using large bars, cut them into pieces that'll fit into the wrappers, and get your wontons ready. They dry out real fast, so keep them closed until ready to use and cover with a damp paper towel while you're working with them. Take 2 wontons and place one flat on your working surface. Take a candy bar piece and put it in the center. Wet your fingers and moisten the edge of the wonton wrapper. Take your second wrapper, put it on top. Press it down to seal, getting out as much air as you can, and if you end up with little folds, just squish them down. Bump the heat up to medium and let the oil come up to temperature. To see if the oil is hot enough, take a wonton wrapper and drop it in your oil. See how long it takes to get crisp, golden, and delicious? It should happen very fast, like 20 seconds. Once your oil is hot enough, start frying your wonton raviolis. They take less than a minute, so do not walk away. Drop one in and wait for it to crisp up, and then turn it over. Now I use chopsticks, of course you could use a fork. And when it's crisp, take it out to drain on a paper towel. Hit it right away with a bit of sugar so it'll stick, and serve immediately. And there we have it. Divalicious. Look at this. Look at this. Crispy on the outside. Warm and melty and gooey on the inside. Can you stand it? Ta-da! Enjoy. So, which candy bars worked best? Well, it was a tough job, but somebody had to do it. After extensive testing, the candy bars that did the best were Almond Joy, Mounds, Baby Ruth, Milky Way, Snickers, Hershey's Chocolate, and Twix. And anything with caramel was a huge hit. The ones that didn't work as well were Butterfingers. They got really chewy, and Three Musketeers just got flat and runny. Not very diva. Depending on the price of wontons, this recipe will cost between $2 and $4, and it makes a bunch of ravioli. For detailed instructions, go to DivasOnADime.com. It's in the Valentine's Day holiday collection. Thanks for watching this Divas on a Dime video for the fabulous and frugal.
Thanks, Patti. We'll have your weather after the break.